This week, CNN refused to air a political ad paid for by Trump's re-election campaign.
The 30-second spot promotes the achievements of Donald Trump's first 100 days in office, including a familiar swipe at the media.
Regulations that kill American jobs eliminated. The biggest tax cut plan in history. You wouldn't know it from watching the news.
But CNN took issue with that graphic, saying in a statement, "The mainstream media is not fake news, and therefore the ad is false. Per our policy, it will be accepted only if that graphic is deleted." In response, the Trump campaign released a statement of its own, calling the move censorship, pure and simple.
Well, first of all, CNN is not obligated to take this ad. You have to take political ads, but they can't be provenly false. Which is different from any other kind of a product ad. So they're well within their rights to do this. And I mean, what you think that it was so pointed at CNN, your alma mater there to begin with? Of course they're not going to take it. I mean, it's almost like he thought he was going to get as much play from people like us for showing an ad that never got shown because we're all talking about it.
Again, this is Donald Trump thinking 2 steps ahead of everybody, I have to say. I don't think anybody on the Trump campaign thought that CNN would run the ad. They were baited. They took the bait. And here we are talking about it. Donald Trump has got more mileage out of this than if they had just run the ad. And then CNN goes and they put the entire ad on the CNN website in order to critique it. But in so doing, they both run the ad for free and they basically position themselves as the opposition party. So, they were set up.
You see this time and time again where people come out and complain about an ad or whatever it might be, something we didn't even know about, but we found out about it when they started complaining about it. So you do, by them refusing to air this ad, the ad became bigger than it needed to be. It could have just run. Yes, it would have been reported on perhaps, but then you can counter it. You could do a story after the fact and say, here are the facts, we're not the fake news, or you can even be more subtle than that. But I think they drew attention to it and should have just gone ahead and run it.
I think CNN was right not to run it. As far as Trump thinking 2 steps ahead, I mean, this has enormous appeal to the 35% of the country who likes him. The rest, but he never does anything to try to appeal to anybody beyond that 35%. So I don't think the effect was anything at all.
I think it did have an effect with people who are skeptical of the media, whether they like Donald Trump or not.
That's possible. I will take your point about the baiting. I think that's absolutely true. I do think, though, they had the right to reject it. And, take the graphic out if that was your point. But to your point, that wasn't the point. So there you go.